Well, hello and welcome to midday branding tip number 4. So what you want to do is when you are going to be starting out your business and you're deciding what you're going to name your business, try and find a name that is going to be catchy and memorable, easy to say and easy to spell. I have seen some people who have decided to be very creative and come up with names that really people don't know how to say. They don't know how to spell. They don't know how to find it if they're going to do a Google search, which is a major problem if you want people to be able to find and connect with you. So an example would be I knew a business where they decided to name their business, the word create was in there. They spelt it K-R-E, the number 8, I-V-E, so creative. Very confusing, very hard to find them and very hard to spell, right? Because it had a number in it. So sometimes when people are trying to be clever, they can do themselves a little bit of a disservice. The other thing to keep in mind is sometimes people go into business together. It might be a husband and wife team, and they call themselves A&M Automotive. But what happens is the business is then named after them, so it lands up making it very difficult for them to try and sell their business later on. So there's not a lot of longevity that goes into that. Apart from that, it's not very creative where it's A&M and it's named after Amanda and Max, right? So it doesn't really lend itself to being very creative there. I once worked for a business and the name was, wait for it, Penrith Valley Economic Development Corporation. Now that's quite a mouthful, even when it comes down to its acronym PVEDC. So it's very difficult to then try and find a domain name that works with that, or even an email that will be able to not be so long that people can make them. So have a think about what kind of name you're going to have for your business. If you are a personal brand, absolutely name it after yourself. That is what it is all about, 100%. But if you are trying to build a business, a brand that you could potentially sell further down the track, I would really encourage you not to put your name into the business name. Now, some of them have worked out very well, names like Jenny Craig or in Australia, Dick Smith. Those are brands that, yes, they've been able to use their names to be able to come up with a very well-known brand, but that is not the norm. So make sure that the name is something that is catchy, easy for people to say and remember, is not based on your name. Also, if you decide that you want to be, say for example, you're a hairdresser and you can really only do hairdressing in a local area, then definitely naming your salon with the name of your local suburb is fine. But if you want to grow your business further than the local area that you're in, I would also recommend not putting the name of your suburb into the name of your business, because what that does is it stifles how much you can actually do with your business, how much you can scale, how far you can go. And so sometimes when people start up their business, it's kind of like a little bit of a, let me see what's going to happen with this. Is it going to work? Isn't it going to work? And they give it a go. But the problem is, if they put their suburb name in there, it means it's very, very hard to expand out of that area. So my tip number 4, make sure that you get a catchy name, something that is easy to pronounce and easy to spell. I hope you guys all have a fantastic day. I'll see you next time at 12 p.m.